Hey everyone, so today I decided that since I just got back from Ruben's little brother's graduation, so I thought since I already had like makeup on and was, dressed and all that stuff, that I would do a video. So I thought that I would do a video about my potty training experience. Just because when I was going to do potty training, I didn't really know how I wanted to do it. There's a lot of different ways that I've seen done and that I've read about, that I've heard about. So I just wanted to share my experience, and hopefully it might help some of you out there. It was pretty effective. It didn't take me that long to get her fully potty trained. So that was nice, but I do believe that it's also just based on the child. So it's like whenever the child is ready to be potty trained, whenever, how comfortable they feel and all that stuff. So my hair's all over the place right now. So with Riley, I started potty training her a little bit after she was 2.5 years old. And I tried to introduce her like a little bit after her second birthday, but she wasn't interested, and I didn't want to push it on her. So we tested it out, and it didn't seem like it was going to work out that well. So I waited another like week or two, and then we tested it out again, and still she didn't seem very interested. So the one piece of advice that I've heard is to not push potty training on your child, because it will just take longer. And I do believe that that's true, because when I started to try and get her to go and everything, she just kind of like was like, no, I don't want to. And it happened in the beginning of me potty training her also. Like I went straight to underwear. So I didn't, like, during the day, since I'm a stay-at-home mom, I just put her in underwear for the whole day, and I knew she was gonna have accidents. That was a given. I knew that was gonna happen. But it seemed like when at the very beginning, when I did that and I just put her in underwear, she would go and hide and go to the bathroom. And I know that's probably normal, but she like didn't even tell me after she went that she went. Like she would just totally go and then go about her business and like start playing again and all that stuff. She even did that with pooping, and I was like, okay, like isn't that bothering you? Like you're wearing underwear? But I guess obviously it's not, because she was so used to wearing a diaper all the time. But so I noticed that it wasn't really working that well. So when she started doing that, and she was having like so many accidents, and she just didn't want to tell me when she had to go to the bathroom, I just stopped, and I waited like another week or two, and then I started her again. And that's another important thing too, is that your child should be able to tell you if they need to go to the bathroom, because you're not, psychic. You don't know when they're gonna go or when they have to go. I mean, you can pretty much time it, like, okay, they wake up in the morning, they have to go. They had breakfast, they're gonna have to go in like an hour. They had lunch, they're gonna go an hour. If they had like a drink, they're gonna have to go soon. Like, so that's pretty obvious. But sometimes you just don't know. So that's important. It's important for them to, be interested, and it's important for them to be able to tell you that they need to go, or at least you need to know at least some of their, potty signs. So Riley was able to tell me that she had to go to the bathroom, but I also had to watch her, because sometimes, obviously in the beginning, they won't tell you right away. So I had to watch her, and I had to watch for her signs, which I knew. I pretty much knew when she had to go. If she was sitting there playing with toys and then she all of a sudden stopped and then, was doing something else, or like looking around nervously or something like that, then I knew she had to go. Or if she got up and like went into another room by herself, then I knew she had to go. So I was pretty good about taking her whenever I noticed or whenever she told me. And then what I did was I had like a jar of M&Ms that I would give her like one or two M&Ms after she went to the bathroom so that she knew, you know, that she was doing a good job and that I was happy that she went and all that stuff. And then if it was like, if she peed, then it would be like, I would give her 1 or 2, and then if she pooped, I'd give her like a couple extra, just so that she knew that that is what she's supposed to be doing and she is doing a good job. So and that worked pretty well for me, and we did that for maybe like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks straight, and then she was good after that. After that, she was, you know, she would tell me if she had to go. I would ask her and she would say yes or no, and I would believe, like, I would know if she was telling the truth, because I mean, if she said no, then I knew that she didn't have to go. But she was really good about telling me if she had to go, and she rarely had accidents. We went like maybe a few days and then she'd have an accident, and then we went a few days again and then she'd have 1 accident. But yeah, so she did a really good job, and I believe that it's, well, one, it's because of the way that I did it, because I gave her M&Ms, which she like obviously was so excited to be getting candy about going to the bathroom in the potty. So that was kind of like an incentive. And then also because I think she was a little bit older, so she was able to communicate with me better. So when it came to like going out with underwear, I was really scared to like make those next steps from going out with underwear and then, you know, taking a nap without underwear and then going to sleep without underwear. Like those I was like really scared about. So since we stayed at home most of the time, I didn't really have to worry about taking her anywhere with underwear. And then if we went somewhere, I would just put a diaper on her in the very beginning. But then I realized that she also had a diaper when she took a nap and when she slept. So, but I didn't want her to like still get used to having a diaper and underwear, because I felt like that would kind of like mess up her potty training. So I think one time we took her somewhere and I was like, okay, well, she has underwear on. And I actually think Ruben took her by himself. They like went somewhere real quick. And I think he didn't realize that she was wearing underwear at the time. And I called him and I was like, Riley's wearing underwear. She might go to the bathroom. She might pee in her car seat. And he was like, oh, she'll be fine. And I was like, okay. So in my head, I was like, he's going to be needing to clean up that car seat because he's the one that said it was going to be okay. I'm not cleaning it up. And he came back and she like didn't pee in her hands or in her underwear at all. And so I was like, wow. And so then I think we went to like a family party next. And then I had her in underwear and I took like 3 backup just in case. And she actually did a pretty good job about telling me if she had to go to the bathroom. So I was really happy about that. So after that, I just put her in, I would let her go out with underwear and I would just take like a couple backup just in case. So then when it came to putting her in diapers during nap time or bedtime, I just was really scared to do it, and I think I just kind of dove in with my whole body. You know that saying, like, you jumped in with 2 feet? Yeah, no, I like totally dove in like head first. So I just didn't. One day I was like, you know what, no, we're not buying diapers anymore. And we were coming down to like the very bottom, like the very last few diapers, and I was like, no, we're not buying any more diapers. Like, this is it. So I need to do this now or it's never gonna happen. So one day it was around her nap time and I just left her underwear on and I put towels underneath her and I took her to the bathroom before, you know, just to make sure, or just to hope that she didn't pee on herself. And then she took a nap, and when she woke up, she didn't pee on herself, which was really surprising. And I took her to the bathroom right after, and then she was good for the rest of the time. And then that night, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this again. So she went to sleep in her bed. I put towels underneath her. I put like multiple towels underneath her. And that night, while she was sleeping, she actually got up and woke me up and told me that she had to go to the bathroom. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I took her to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and then she went right back to sleep. And I was so proud of her when I woke up that morning that she, one, didn't pee on herself for the first night without underwear, without diapers. and 2, that she actually woke me up and told me that she had to go to the bathroom. Whereas, I mean, when it's me and I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would rather just try and stay asleep if I can, because I'm just too lazy to go. So I was really happy for her that she did that. And so after that, I just continued with the underwear. I didn't put any more diapers on her, and we've been diaperless ever since then. So it's worked out pretty well. And actually, since we've moved, she's been having accidents, and I don't know if it's because she's just getting used to a new place, or I actually think what the real reason is that she's like too busy with all her stuff. Like, she plays with her toys, and she like will watch a movie, and she'll get too lazy and not go, and then she'll have an accident, and then she'll tell me like when she has to go again and she's about to have an accident that she needs to go to the bathroom, and then I'll realize that she just peed on herself, or she already peed on herself. So I mean, we're kind of like taking steps back now, but I just need to like keep up with her and make sure that she goes, and remind her that, you know, she needs to pee in the potty because she's a big girl and she wears underwear now. And yeah, so that's what I did, and it worked pretty well for me. I know there's ways where you can, you know, do sticker charts, or you can like or you do the candy thing like I did. I know a few people that have done the candy M&M's way, and it's worked for them. So I would just recommend that. And then maybe if your child is a little bit older and they can understand like getting a sticker for every time they go, and then maybe at the end they can get like a prize, or like if say they went like the whole week without having an accident, then they can get like a special snack, or you know, something like that. That I think that would work too. I think I might actually start that with Riley, because she's been having so many accidents that I think I might start that with Riley, and I think she'd actually like that. So I'll probably do, maybe if she went a day without having accidents, or I'll work my way up. So a day without having accidents, she might get like a fruit snack at the end of the day, or a week without having accidents, she might get like a different kind of special treat that she doesn't usually get that often. So I hope you guys have found this helpful, or I hope some of you have found this helpful. If any of you have any other different potty training tips or advice that you'd like to let me know about, then leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!